mean, obviously, it's an amazing accomplishment, first off, to be in the AFC Championship. I mean, when you look at the season, before the season, you have all these goals, but you know it's a process. And so, obviously, we're very happy that we get to play AFC Championship, get to play it at home with the home fans. But now just going in with the mentality of not coming up short. And we've played the Titans. They're a great football team. And we know it's going to be a great challenge, so we're excited to get in there and prepare ourselves in order to go out and play our best football.
What was had a chance to actually, put you in the start into it, but knowing how the dominoes fell to where you all got a first round bye, and now home field advantage at the playoffs with the Titans smacking off the Ravens, how much pressure do you believe could be on this team to actually get over the hump to get to Miami?
Yeah, I don't think it was any other scenario. I mean, being in the AFC Championship game, we're going to put the pressure on ourselves to find a way to win it. I mean, when you fall that close, that short last year, the next step is to get to the Super Bowl. And so we understood that going into this season, but we know it's a long season. We know it's a process. We know that day by day we have to get better. And I think that's what this team is great at is just getting better every single day and then going out and fighting to the end every single opportunity we get.
What was the sideline?
Yeah, I mean, obviously we didn't want to be in that spot, but the biggest thing that I think I was preaching to the team was let's go do something special. Let's go do something special. Everybody's already counting us out. Let's just go play by play and just put our best effort out there. And I mean, obviously, I knew as a team we had to kind of everything had to go the right way. But I thought the defense stepped up, special teams stepped up. Offensively, we started making the plays we weren't making, and play by play, we just chipped away at that lead and got the half and came out the second half and kept firing.
Patrick, when did it feel like okay, we've had drops, we've had turnovers, penalties? When did it feel to you like the role had started to be done? The avalanche was already down the hill.
Yeah, I mean, we knew we were killing ourselves. I think that was the biggest thing. The first drive, I think they had messed up on the coverage, and they got a touchdown, their defense. And as an offense, we had that third down, threw it to Kelsey, who, caught everything except for that one pass. And he made a play that he usually catches 1,000 times. And then block punt, they scored a touchdown, and then it kind of just snowballed there. And then we got down 24-0. And so we knew that we were still just kind of beating ourselves and that we needed to go out there and just execute at a higher level as a team. And we knew it was going to be a great challenge with that team that we were playing, but we just went out there and just play by play, just did what we were supposed to do, not try to do too much, and we kind of chipped into that lead.
One thing you've done differently today than throughout the years, score a touchdown, run the length of the field, trying to hype up the fans. Just what was behind that, and if those work well, one, does it do it a second time, is it the third time? Just what kind of was in your mind to get the fans as involved as you could in the game?
Yeah, I mean, it's a difference maker. Having those fans that are loud and are giving us that passion, that momentum, kind of that whole thing, you feel that as a team. And so I wanted to make sure the fans were still in it, making sure they knew that we weren't going to give up. We were going to fight until the end. And they did a great job of staying with us and fighting with us until we could find a way to get a win.
The punt return, or the punt that they faked that Sorensen got, I mean, what kind of momentum play was that for you guys? Did that really feel like kind of a turning point?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, obviously we had scored the touchdown, and then we got the stop, and they went for the fake, and Sorensen made a heck of a play, making a one-on-one tackle right there and getting them short, and then we scored pretty quickly. I think it was 2 plays after that, and so to kind of chip into that lead and make it kind of a 2-possession game at that point, we knew that we kind of were in range, and then as the momentum kept going, we just kept going and scoring 1 play at a time.
Patrick, what's it like to be in the middle of that, and at what point did it flip from, we're chipping away to, wow, this is really fun times?
Yeah, I mean, I think as the momentum got in our favor, we realized that, I mean, we were still doing the same things. We were just executing at a higher level. And so we knew that going into this game, there was going to be a challenge. They were going to play man coverage, and we had a lot of great plays called. And I thought guys made plays whenever their opportunity came in the game.
How many times have you played Matt and scored 7 straight touchdowns?
Not a lot, I would say that. But, I mean, it was an amazing thing. Everything was working. The plays calls were great. Everybody was getting open versus man coverage, which we've been preaching all year long, and guys were making plays.
When you look at your career as a whole, is this the largest deficit that you've come back from?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, being down 24-0 in the NFL, you don't win a lot of those games. And so we knew it was still early in the game, like first quarter pretty much, and there was a lot of game left. And I thought the best thing was just seeing everybody's attitude. I mean, everybody obviously wasn't happy, but they knew that we were going to find a way to fight and just fight until the end. And I thought that was the biggest thing that you could see on our sideline was guys wanted another chance to get out there and play.
What do you guys have to need a big offensive production?
Wait, say it one more time.
You haven't needed big offensive production for some time because of the way your defense has been playing. Any wonder on your part how you guys might do once you did need a big number again?
No, not necessarily. I mean, I think the biggest thing was when you got guys like Tyreek Hill, Travis Kelce, Sammy Watkins, McCole Hardman, you know that you can score points. It's just about the flow of the game. And I think I've been saying it the last 5, 10, whatever games that it's been, you have to read how the game's going. And obviously with how we started the game, offensive, defensive, and special teams, we knew that we had to score points. And so that meant more scrambling around. That meant more taking more chances, taking more shots. And I thought guys made a lot of plays.
Patrick,
Patrick, with the type of game that Eric Bieniemy called today and Andrew Reid called, what does it say about them and the type of game plan together and what they were able to do sticking to that even after you?
Yeah, I think that was the biggest thing, is just trusting it, trusting the game plan, not trying to do too much. Like I was saying, we had similar routes open earlier in the game. We just weren't executing and we weren't making the plays. And if that far as that's me not reading it the right way, when I try to go to Tyreek and he got hit pretty hard there when Kelce was open underneath, or some of the drops that we had earlier, we just didn't execute at a high enough level. And I thought the coaches did a good job of trusting us, trusting the game plan, and keep just calling it the way they had been calling it.
Patrick, talk about obviously.
So Patrick Mahomes becomes the first player in NFL history to record 5 passing touchdowns in a playoff game before his 25th birthday. The only other guys with 4 are Andrew Luck, Aaron Brooks, and Dan Marino. Yes, Aaron Brooks. And now Mahomes will play in the AFC title game for a second straight year.
You know, we're back to the drawing board with that. Did try before the game, so. And then Mo for personal reasons. So, but everybody else made it through healthy, and I thought as a group, man, played really well. Great mindset game. So, the guys had their mind set for a battle, and they put it down. And when you're down 24-0, you know, if you don't have a good locker room, things can go the wrong way for you. And the guys all hung together, and we've talked about the strength of it, and they did a great job, along with our fans. I thought our fans were tremendous. So nobody up there gave up, and they all stayed and cheered us on. The grounds crew, again, getting everything cleared up with that snow, I think is a big thing too. So anyways, McCole stepped up and kind of got some juice going there with the return. I thought that got us going a little bit. I was proud of Sorensen again, for Dan for stepping up and making the tackle on the fake field goal. And I thought Bill did a nice job with that. That was an opportune time, I thought, to call that. And people are going to be upset on, but from a coaching standpoint, he was an inch away. Dan did a nice job, but that wasn't a bad call at all there. It's proud of our guys for the red zone. We were 7 for 8 in the red zone. Our defense played aggressive football all day, and Spags had a nice game plan, and the guys executed. I thought Frank was, just a beast today, and it was great for the Honey Badger to get himself a win against his old team there. So he had a big smile on his face, and I'm not sure what else here. Pat and Kelce were phenomenal. They had a great day too. So all the guys. Listen, it was a good team win, and I can keep going with all the names, but proud of the coaches. Eric Bieniemy had a nice game plan. Anytime you can come back, we just felt that. Listen, if we're not shooting ourselves in the foot, we're going to be okay. And so we settled down and did a nice job. And I like the encouragement that Eric gave the guys. He just hang with it, and we're going to be fine. And and then Dave could have also gone the other way, because you're talking about one of the great in the history of the game, one of the great special teams coaches, and that he could have easily gone in the tank on that, but he didn't. He hung in there, got his guys kind of rallied up, and they did a nice job. So coordinators and coaches, great game plan, good execution, and proud of them for that. So time's yours.
What do you say, obviously, when your team is down 24-0, obviously, with putting Tyreek in to hopefully get some juice, maybe must be the punt, scoring on that play?
Yeah, so these are things that we haven't done. That's not us, right? So it was just a matter of settling it down and kind of calming the storm and making sure that our guys, knocked whatever rust or whatever off and calmed down and made plays, So we've been doing that all year, and it was important that we got back to doing that. So we had drop balls and a couple missed tackles, and then drop on the punt return. So we had the block, on on the kicks, on the punt there, so for a score. So, I mean, these are things that's not us. And it was just a matter of everybody kind of settling down and, getting it right. So we did that.
Was there a moment?
I was thinking we need to score some points.
When you attribute that, obviously, no one coming into the ball game, if they win, they host the AFC Championship game, that they might be trying to press or do too much to start the game?
Yeah, I didn't necessarily feel that. I just think it was kind of freak stuff. Like I said, things we haven't really done. I don't think we were pressing. I just think crazy things happened, and they kind of snowballed on us there a little bit, and we were able to rebound, which a lot of teams can't do that. It's a tribute to the guys. They're the locker room right there.
How do you, as a coach, hold that together? I mean, real quick like that, down 24-0. How do you make sure it doesn't get away?
Yeah, well, I just said, listen, this isn't you. I mean, let's just get back, relax, pump the brakes here for about a second, and refocus, and let's go. I mean, it's that simple, really. I mean, you're in that situation. You've only got a few quarters to play this game, so you got to get it done, and no need to panic, right? That's not going to help it at all. So you just try to fix the problem, and that's kind of what we did.
Was there a moment where you felt like we're going to be okay? During that comeback where you're like, it's okay?
Yeah, you guys have been around me long enough. I mean, I think we're always okay. So we just keep firing. We're going to be all right and fix the problems. I mean, that's what we do as coaches or teachers. So we fix the problem, and then let's go. I mean, we had enough time. That was early, so we had enough time. We just needed to get going. We had a lot of good plays, and one thing that I thought was good on Eric's part was we didn't get into a 2-minute mode, hurry-up mode. We just kind of stuck with it. And I think the players kind of felt that on the offensive side. Sometimes you can jump in that too early, and then all of a sudden, there's there's a time and a place for it, I guess what I'm saying. So if I jump into it, don't get mad at me. But there's a time and a place for that.
Did you think when it's